The definition of valor is being brave and having courage, especially when facing great danger. And as men, we must possess a backbone spirit.
Yeah. That's good.
Having a backbone spirit in our daily life isn't always an easy task.
Well.
I say that because many of us, as men, don't know how to be real men.
All right. Now. Speak.
I may be talking to myself,
Yeah.
but God gave it, and I'm going to deliver it.
All right.
As men, we must man up.
All right.
I'll be the first to say, I have not always been that myself.
Amen.
As a matter of fact, since I answered my calling on July 22nd,
All right.
2014, God has been doing some intense qualifying.
All right. All right. All right. My God. All right now. All right.
He did some intense qualifying because I was intensely jacked up.
Well.
I truly found out how jacked up I was when God exposed me to Pastor Tony Evans' book entitled Kingdom Man.
All right. All right.
Now I know tonight the theme is men of valor, but as men, we can allow our efforts and our way of thinking in our everyday lives to prevent us from being true men. What do I mean? Well, in Pastor Evans' book, he says that many of us have a false definition of manhood.
Wow. Right.
And at this time, I want to share the 6 false definitions of manhood. And it says, 1, a passive man. A man who is unable or unwilling to take the leadership role that God has assigned him to have. Next, we have a domineering man. A man who thinks manhood is measured by his ability to emotionally or physically force his compliance to his demands. Next, we have a sexual man.
All right.
A male who measures his manhood by the amount of women he can conquer. Next, we have a corporate man. A man who measures his manhood by the amount of time he inputs into his career and or about the amount of money he can acquire. Then we just have the irresponsible man, a male who refused to provide properly for the well-being of those under his care. And last but not least, the hedonistic man, a male who lives for self-gratifying pleasures at the expense of those around him.
All right.
Now I gotta come clean. I have been guilty of all 6. Not all at once. I put an R. Kelly spin, meaning a remix on them all. But in order to be a man of valor, you have to be able to admit your faults and take ownership of your sins. A man of valor is faithful to his commitments and keeps his word and promises. A man of valor perseveres in difficult tasks or under adversity, even when he might not receive recognition or appreciation. A man of valor recognizes that he is not always self-sufficient and that he needs the support of other friends. A man of valor comes in the spirit of evangelizing and is willing to share the gospel with others if an opportunity arises. A man of valor is willing to put his flesh to death and exercise self-control of his thoughts, words, eyes, and actions. And the most important thing is, a man of valor is a man of prayer.
Amen.
He knows that God is with him, and he recognizes his dependence on God and his own limitations apart from God. Now, wouldn't it be great if we could be in Gideon's shoes to hear God say what he said in Judges 6 and 12? The Lord is with you, you mighty man of valor. The deal is, when we talk or go to prayer with God in our weakness, then deep in our spirit will he assure us that his strength is sufficient for us. And that he will be with us. I know that to be true because he chose a young man out of Oak Cliff who was an alcoholic, a drug addict, a whoremonger,
Right now.
and a club hopper.
Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God.
To spread his most heavenly word.
Praise God. Praise God.
For 1 Corinthians says, in 1:27 says, God truly does choose the foolish and the weak of the world to shame the wise and self-sufficient.
Yes, Lord.
Every single man or woman are destined to become mighty in the Lord.
That's right.
The key in being man of valor in our daily lives is to love God and trust in his power and promises. I heard a pastor from Eastgate Baptist Church say this. He said we must have a ludicrous type of spirit. When God say move, you move. Just like that.